Hi guys, so today we're in Myshall, just outside County Carlow, and this is Adelaide Memorial Church, built by London businessman John Duguid in 1912 to honour his wife Adelaide and his daughter Constance following their tragic deaths. It's a miniature version of the famous Salisbury Cathedral in Wiltshire, England. The stunning interior features marble floor inspired by St. Mark's in Venice and stained glass windows depicting scenes of the local countryside. So we're just waiting on the key now to go in, and we'll go in then and have a look together. And there is a few headstones, and while we're waiting we might as well have a look. Erected by William and Richard Morris, Myshall, in loving memory of their father and mother, Andrew Morris. February the 20th, 1881. Mary, who died the 24th of May, 1895, and also their sisters Elizabeth, who died April 1913. Oh, and there's the bells. Wow, that's lovely. And Elizabeth died April 1933. Martha died April 1933, and also the above William, 1923. And William himself, 1949, aged 92. We have a tomb there but no writing. But look at that for a church, isn't it just stunning? And the scenery here is just beautiful. It's kind of nestled in Mount Leinster. Charlotte Elizabeth Lily James, April 1998, and she was 57. Mary James here, she was 82, when she died in 1968, and her sister is there as well, Anne James, and she was 79. So I think we have the key now, so we want to go in and have a look. But this is absolutely stunning. I know the sun is in the way there, so I'll try and move around. Right, we'll go inside. So this is the entrance, and it's really beautiful. So John's wife died in 1903, and his daughter Constance, who was killed in a riding accident near the village in 1887. Right, so we'll just enter into the church. That's like a gate in behind the front door. We had to unlock that with that gorgeous key. You can see the floors, absolutely stunning. We have the stained glass windows, and it's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. The craftsmanship there it's unreal. Look at that. And I love the wall, the colour of it and the design. And we have those marble pillars, more stained glass, and right up to the ceiling. So as I said, this is the village of Myshall, County Carlow. And this is the Church of Ireland, Adelaide Memorial Church of Christ the Redeemer. This architectural gem was completed in 1913 by John Duguid of Dover to commemorate his wife Adelaide, who died in 1903, and his daughter Constance, who was killed in a riding accident near the village in 1887. And prior to her death had been engaged to Rupert George Brady, the last male heir to the Cromwell Brady family who lived nearby at Myshall Lodge. There's marble, there's mosaic, wood carving, stained glass and ironwork. So this is the east window and the altar. And you can see that's the Last Supper, the 12 Apostles and our Lord. And I hope that's picking it up. That's beautiful as well. You can see the decal in the ceiling. So can you imagine the upset John would have felt losing his daughter and some years later his wife, and he loved them so much that he built this beautiful church as a memorial for them. So the choir would sit here and here, and I'm just going to bring you into this little room here. Sorry, now I have a bit of a shaky hand. So just in here, it's a little room off the church, and the kind of just hold the lawnmower and a wheelbarrow and stuff here. But this is actually Adelaide. So this would have been his wife. And this is also Adelaide. And this is actually the mother-in-law of Adelaide, so it would be John's mother. And if I bring you across here, we have some more portraits. This is also Adelaide, his wife. And I know it's picking up a reflection there. And this just says donated by Bill Stacey. So I'm not sure what the connection is there. If I bring you across here, we have a Mr. John Clark, and he was a friend of John and Adelaide. We've Adelaide here again. Look at the clothing they wore. And she's in her riding gear. And this is John himself. And then we have Reverend Thomas William, 1862 to 1922, rector of Adelaide Memorial Church. And I have a beautiful portrait here, and I wonder, is this Constance? I'll have to see if I can find out. But I just thought I'd show you this little room hidden inside the church. to the side. We've Thomas here, and he will be John's brother. And we have here Thomas Duguid, painted by John Robertson, engraved by Robert Fade. Very hard to pick it up because the light is coming through the window there. This one just says Adelaide Memorial Church of Christ the Redeemer, under construction in 1913. Wow, look at that. And that would have been the church then behind it, under construction. So I just thought that was interesting. And look at this. Can any of you remember when light switches were like that? I know I can. I'll just close that door there. But it is very dark in here. By the looks of it, the only lights that would light up the place are those lanterns. But isn't it just amazing how in grief he set out and decided that he'd make this memorial church. But I've something else to show you now. And if we go in here, we have this absolutely gorgeous statue. And it's actually so tall, I'm not sure I can fit it into the camera. Remembering the admiration with which she used to view similar monuments in Italy, this statue of Innocence, fitly representing her, is placed here to the memory of Connie, Constance Louise, Eugenie Duguid, by her sorrowing parents in 1883. And it's actually so tall, it's hard to view her properly. And she's holding a dove. And then down here, it says, John Duguid died, it looks like the 8th, is it, or the 3rd of May, 1913, aged 86. And I know it's hard to see that too. Let's see if I can get in a bit closer. And that could be actually the 3rd of May. And we still have this beautiful artwork everywhere. Windows, marble, mosaics, the carvings, just look at that. And I just can't get over the detail in the ceiling. And this beautiful statue overlooks right into where the choir sing. And then we come into this. This tomb is placed here by her sorrowing parents in fond remembrance of a much loved daughter, Connie, Constance Louise Eugenie, who died suddenly at Myshall, 22nd of March, 1887, aged just 25, and was interred here the 28th of March, And this is all marble, of course. And we have more writing here. Earth holds one gentle soul, the less, and heaven one angel more. Earth holds one gentle soul, the less, and a heaven one angel more. And then, blessed are the pure in heart. And there's those beautiful bells. And I'm going to see if I can get a better view of that statue. Coming out here towards where the choir would sing. You can see that beautiful gated feature there. It's just beautiful. It really is. And I wish he could really see the beauty of this church, because in person it is a real work of art, a work of love. So everything is extremely high detailed, even down to the gate and the doors here. But I'm going to take you for a walk outside Adelaide Memorial Church of the Christ the Redeemer, Myshall. And look at that even. So we're going to finish with a little walk around the church. And it's as beautiful outside as it is inside. And you heard the bells going off there a couple of times. But even the detail down to the door here, I just love it. We've steps down here. That's actually closed. And the grounds here are kept beautifully. And I'm very grateful to the key holder and Mrs. Daly, who allowed us to pick up the key to go in to have a look. And seemingly Mrs. Daly has been doing this for many, many years. And this door actually leads to where that beautiful statue is. And little spider webs there. You just see her there. (1917) on that. Isn't that beautiful? Zoe and Ethel. Reverend Edward, 1935 there. George Kenneth, November 1912 to 1980, younger son of George and Emily Donald and his beloved wife Elizabeth. 1914 to October 2002. And beside her then we've Andrew Harwood. He was 80 when he died in 1981, son of James Henry. And we've Thomas at the end there. But there's the bells again. I love that. This one is beautiful. It's a rail with a little gate. John Beauchamp, Brady, 1874. His son and his son's wife, John Cornwell, 1897. Elizabeth, 1902, and their children, Thomas Henry Cornwell, 1857. Rupert George, 1896, Florence Clare, 1898, and their grandchild, Mona, died 1916. Their eldest son died in 1885, is buried at Cone Brook near London, and their elder daughter died 1917, buried at Cross near Myshall House. Wow. And this is in a little railed area. New grave here, fresh flowers, 2018, Dorcas and baby Bill Carrigan. Rest in peace. We've the deacons here. William was 79 when he died in 1988. Anna was 75 when she died, April 1986. And this is Joseph Joe. He died April 1988. He was 75, and his loving wife Bella then 2009, and she was 85. This is Robert Bob Carrigan. He died in 2000 and he was 80, and his wife then Annie, and she was 91 in 2019, so great ages. So this is kind of in the centre of the graveyard. To the glory of God and in loving memory of John Cornwall Brady, Myshall House, formerly of Royal Welsh Fusiliers, who died December the 27th, 1897, and of his daughter Florence Clare Brady, died March 22nd, 1898. This clock has been erected by a sorrowing widow. Thy will be done. And we've John here, Myshall, 1874, and his wife Jane, 1842. She died in Cheltenham. Sons Henry, he died in South Wales in 1872. And Rupert George, 2 Queen's Royal Regiment, died in India. Is it Belcoom or Kayam, India? Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. January the 16th, 1873. Now if we have a look at the other side. In grateful memory of our reverend ancestors, the Beauchamp Cornwall Bradys. This wall is erected by Robert Beauchamp Cornwall Brady and his wife Betty, of Houston, Texas, USA, the 24th September 1959. Now if we have a look at the church again, it's just in a beautiful area, and it's a real work of art and a work of love. So that's all, guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. God bless.